happened here. First, the suspect was stopped when a brave driver collided with the suspect's vehicle, causing it to crash into another car. The suspect then exited and began fleeing on foot. In the midst of the chaos, as the trooper exited his vehicle, a K-9 jumped on one of the troopers, mistaking him for the suspect. Other units quickly began pursuing the fleeing suspect, who narrowly avoided being run over by a passing truck. After all these unpredictable events, the suspect was ultimately arrested and taken into custody. On July 15, 2022, Byron police received reports of an SUV driving recklessly on GA Highway 42. Witnesses indicated the vehicle was swerving into oncoming traffic. At the intersection of Highway 42 and Highway 49, witnesses blocked the SUV in. When officers arrived, the driver was uncooperative, refusing to respond to commands. To prevent her from fleeing, officers deployed stop sticks under her tires to deflate them if she attempted to drive away.
You stay here? Yeah.
After the suspect's tires were deflated, she became boxed in with seemingly nowhere to go. In a surprising move, she accelerated and struck a patrol car before fleeing the scene once again.
Go! Didn't want to do that.
With her tire nearly falling off, the suspect couldn't escape far with the deflated tire. Troopers quickly boxed her in again, exited their patrol cars, and arrested her.
I got in the car. Give me some help over here. I got you.
Sir.
Ma'am. We got it.
I know I'm sir.
Yeah.
Sir. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it, sir.
You just tried to kill 10 people.
No, I didn't, sir.
Alex, switch back.
Sir, stop. Sir, I didn't do it. Stop. You have... No. Why have you done... Stop. Stop. I didn't do it.
It won't fit.
It's astonishing that she claimed she didn't do anything after ramming multiple patrol cars and driving into 10 people. Nonetheless, she was arrested and taken into custody. A Minnesota man led Wisconsin police on a morning pursuit through multiple counties starting at 8:15 a.m. The Wisconsin State Patrol alerted local authorities that they were chasing a vehicle traveling eastbound on Interstate 90, entering Columbia County from Sauk County. The chase involved high speeds and reckless driving, prompting multiple law enforcement agencies to join in the effort to apprehend the suspect.
Minnesota Auto KR, King Robert W. Williams 393. King Robert Williams 393. Right lane currently.
The suspect was driving recklessly, reaching high speeds and closely passing other vehicles, showing a complete disregard for the safety of other drivers on the road. His dangerous maneuvers created a perilous situation, not just for himself, but for everyone sharing the highway.
82.4 vehicle is weaving through traffic, but he is maintaining the left lane. Right center has been previously down on the Very likely.
The troopers pursued the suspect for the next 20 minutes with little change in the situation. However, as the chase continued, things started to get more interesting. The troopers began closing the gap between them and the suspect, heightening the tension of the pursuit and setting the stage for what was to come.
Right lane. Pulling over. Take cover. Almost hit a deputy. He's in the ditch. He's coming back up out of the ditch. He may need to be living. Lots of tires. about 50 miles an hour and head to the line.
As the pursuit continued, the suspect lost a tire, severely compromising his ability to drive. Troopers seized the opportunity, pressing in on the suspect and making every effort to bring the dangerous chase to a halt as quickly as possible.
Careful.
532 just pitted at a speed under 35. It is successful. The vehicle is in the ditch.
The suspect then exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot, leading troopers on another challenging pursuit. However, he was quickly apprehended and arrested without further incident. Much respect goes to the troopers for their diligence and professionalism in bringing this 40-minute high-speed chase to a safe conclusion. On December 14th, 2022, in Tallahassee, Florida, Highway Patrol found themselves in a pursuit that began when they pulled over a driver for reckless driving. The driver initially stopped on the side of the road, but as soon as he saw a trooper approaching his vehicle, he accelerated, initiating a chase. The suspect began driving at speeds exceeding 140 miles per hour, causing troopers to lose sight of him. However, after 5 minutes, they relocated the suspect and continued the chase.
Westbound out there.
The trooper caught up to the suspect's vehicle and executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to go off the road. The suspect came to a stop, and the trooper exited their vehicle to arrest him. The suspect and the passenger were arrested and taken into custody without further incident. On March 26, 2022, at 3:56 a.m., Troop F Communications notified Trooper of a vehicle pursuit by the Bryan County Sheriff's Office, heading east on I-16 towards Savannah. Realizing the pursuit started on Georgia 204, Trooper exited at Dean Forest Road and headed south toward Highway 17. As Trooper listened to Sergeant Lewis McLamb's updates, they arrived at Chevis Road and Waynesboro Road. Hearing that the pursuit had turned back onto Chevis Road, Trooper made a U-turn and caught up as they turned onto Highway 17 and then right onto Canebrake Road, finally aligning with the pursuit on Gateway Boulevard. As soon as Trooper joined the pursuit, he wasted no time and executed a pit maneuver, sending the suspect's vehicle into a ditch. The suspect exited the vehicle and fled on foot. Trooper quickly deployed his taser, successfully incapacitating the suspect, who was then arrested and taken into custody. On Tuesday, October 8th, 2024, around 12:58 p.m., a trooper was in the parking lot of York Girls Drasco Cafe when he spotted a white Ford Expedition with Arkansas plate. After running the plate, it returned as belonging to a different vehicle, a pewter 2000 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. The trooper got behind the vehicle, activated his lights, and attempted a traffic stop. The vehicle circled the cafe, then headed northbound on State Highway 25 toward Concord, AR. The trooper activated his siren, but the driver continued to flee. The driver was driving erratically throughout the pursuit, veering into oncoming traffic multiple times and nearly colliding with other vehicles. Due to the immediate danger posed, the trooper decided to execute a pit maneuver at the earliest safe opportunity. After each pit maneuver, the suspect continued to flee, but finally, after multiple attempts, the driver came to a stop and surrendered. The trooper exited his patrol car, arrested the suspect, and took them into custody without further incident.
Look, when State Patrol wants you, the difference between them and a regular county cop, APD, if they looking for you and they want you, or they trying to, harass you, once you got a good enough head start, you got to, and I'm all-wheel drive, you got to hit the hole. They just sitting right here. Probably come out window tint. I don't know.
On May 10th, 2024, at 10:53 a.m., a trooper spotted a red Dodge Ram TRX with a window tint violation, leaving a chevron on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. The truck traveled south on Bolton Road at a high speed. After observing the vehicle continuing to speed, the trooper informed Troop CCOM of an active vehicle pursuit and provided the location and description.
South on Bolton Road, passing over Fairburn. Bad 250. Go ahead and start at 252 immediately. Ellie, this will be a 250F.
Trooper observed a red Dodge pickup that had been involved in a serious crash and reported it to the Troop C Communications Center to alert all emergency services. As the trooper approached the vehicle, he noticed blood near the driver's side and saw that the driver's seat was partially displaced from the cab. The driver was still secured by the seatbelt and unresponsive. Shortly after, Corporal Bullock and TFC Tennant arrived to assist with managing the crash scene and controlling the crowd, as bystanders were trying to enter the area. The transportation company for the medical examiner's office then recovered Mr. Tucker's body, which was transported away from the scene, and S&W towed the vehicle. Clayton County Sheriff's Office troopers were involved in a pursuit of a ZL1 Camaro after spotting it driving recklessly and above the speed limit. When a trooper got behind the vehicle and activated emergency lights, the driver failed to stop, leading to a chase.
Straight. Oh, he probably crashed.
Dispatch, stand by 1 second, stand by.
Yep, he crashed. He crashed.
Dispatch, stand by, it's gonna be 41, we're trying to locate the vehicle now.
Slow down. Right there.
Radio, hold traffic.
The suspect lost control of his vehicle and crashed at the intersection. He then exited the car and began fleeing on foot.
Is that him?
Radio, stand by, he's okay.
The suspect was arrested shortly after and taken into custody without further incident. On November 20th, 2020, At approximately 9:58 a.m., while patrolling on Virginia Avenue and Harrison Drive, a trooper observed a vehicle failing to obey a traffic control device and not using turn signals. The trooper activated lights and siren to initiate a traffic stop. However, the driver briefly came to a stop, then suddenly accelerated, fleeing the scene.
WPZ 355. No, 1080. On Harrison Road, coming up on Rugby Avenue. Coming up on Walker Avenue.
The suspect turned right onto Eubanks Avenue, heading east, then made another right onto Bachelor Street, traveling south, followed by a right turn onto Cambridge Avenue, heading west.
Left-hand turn on Harrison. Contact control vehicle. Left-hand turn, Virginia Avenue. Taking 85 south.
The suspect entered the highway but quickly took the first exit. The trooper then executed a pit maneuver. However, the suspect managed to recover and continued fleeing.
Medium walk. 85. Come back to Virginia Ave.
From the start, the suspect drove recklessly, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road.
Contact control vehicle taking Cleveland Avenue exit. He is keeping straight across the intersection. He's 1050 with another vehicle. And he's still rolling left on Cleveland Ave. Driver's side rear tire is failing him. He's out of control, almost at a pedestrian. Springdale Road. Getting out of the vehicle. Springdale Road.
The trooper thought the chase had ended after multiple TVI attempts and a collision with a truck. However, only the passenger exited the vehicle while the driver continued to flee once again.
Rear driver's side tire is out. Sparks line is out of control.
The suspect eventually lost control of his vehicle and came to a stop, leading to his arrest and being taken into custody. Share your thoughts in the comments. What punishment do you think people like this deserve? While on patrol in Shiawassee County, Sergeant Burdan responded to the area of the listed venue regarding a reported silver Ford Fusion that had fled from law enforcement in Clinton County, Michigan. The Ford Fusion was allegedly traveling eastbound on I-69 at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour as it entered Shiawassee County.
Central 13 speed at 120. Traffic's light. Alright, he's passing in the right shoulder. He's on the right shoulder now. Okay. 76, he's in the right lane right now. Alright, he's in the fast lane now. We're coming up over the hill. We'll be seeing you shortly.
right, we're coming towards it. He's in the right lane now. He's gonna pass on the right shoulder.
The suspect was driving recklessly from the start, and the troopers needed to stop him as soon as possible to prevent any harm to innocent bystanders.
He's on the right shoulder. He just ran me, Central. Central 13, I pushed him into the median. We crashed out. Hold on. Relax. On the ground. On the ground. Who else in the car? Who else is in the car? Relax. Relax. I'm relaxed. I was just running because I got sorry, officer. Come on. Got any weapons on you? No, sir. I just.
The suspect was successfully stopped and arrested, taken into custody without further incident. On October 10th, 2024, Trooper was stationed on U.S. Highway 425, just south of Beulah Road in Drew County, when a black Chevrolet Tahoe was observed speeding northbound. The radar confirmed the vehicle was traveling at 78 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. The trooper activated emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, but the vehicle accelerated further. The trooper then informed dispatch of the pursuit.
D63927.
This is great.
95 Drew County, Officer LPD.
The trooper attempted a TVI, but it was unsuccessful. The suspect continued fleeing recklessly, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road.
It's in I'm trying. We got traffic right now. Turning on Wilson Mill Road. Midway around. Wilson Mill Road, heading toward Midway around.
After chasing the suspect for a long time, the trooper decided to make a move to stop him while waiting for other units to join the pursuit. Now the chase became even more intense.
Turning on Old Shore Road. Turning into the Innerfer parking lot. We're going to be going back here into the logging area of Innerfer. He's got nowhere to go back here. I'm not sure what he's trying to do.
He doesn't know where to go back here. Not sure what he's trying to do.
Are you close to him?
I'm right here. We're getting...
The suspect vehicle drove into the logging area of the Innerfor sawmill production plant before coming to a stop. The driver then fled on foot holding his waistband. He ran in and out of warehouses before being arrested along with the passenger. Both were taken into custody. Troopers spotted a driver weaving in and out of lanes and exceeding the posted speed limit. Believing it would be just another routine traffic stop, the trooper activated lights, but the driver failed to stop and initiated a wild pursuit instead.
One 1734, Romeo Fox, 1734 RF so far.
The suspect was fleeing through a residential area, and the trooper was unsure if performing a pit maneuver was a good idea.
Come back here. 1050. Back up to 4 feet up. Heard it. Still on Conway. Taking off 1 foot. Back to the trailer park right here.
When the suspect exited the vehicle and fled on foot, the trooper decided to pursue him in the patrol car. However, the trooper ended up damaging the patrol car in the process. He then awaited assistance to search for the suspect. With the help of K-9 units, the suspect was located and arrested without further incident. On September 1st, 2024, Deputy Meeks observed a vehicle shift lanes without signaling at the intersection of Jonesboro Road and Battle Creek Road. After running the tag on GCIC, it was discovered that the driver had a suspended license due to a DUI. Said Deputy Meeks activated his lights and sirens to initiate a traffic stop. However, the driver, identified as Amber Redding, failed to stop and began to flee.
Jonesboro Road, 138, Georgia tag, Sierra Golf India 2913, white and color Chevy Cruze. It's gonna be a 1080. Well, stand by. She's pulling up at the gas station. Negative, 1080. Jonesboro Road, heading south, passing Tanglewood. Plane 106.
Trooper attempted to position himself in front of the suspect to box him in and prevent any further flight. However, the suspect made a sharp turn into a gas station and continued to flee from law enforcement.
Headed east on North Avenue. East on North Avenue. Just made a left onto Lee Street. Left on Lee. Coming up on. Right on.
The trooper chased the suspect for the next 10 minutes, navigating through traffic and various roads, when things began to take an unexpected turn.
Crossing over. Good pit. South Main Street, South Main Court. Hands! Show me your hands! Get on the ground! On the ground! Put your head behind your back!
After the trooper executed the pit maneuver, the suspect exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot. However, the trooper quickly caught up to the suspect, leading to an arrest without further incident. The suspect was taken into custody, bringing the chase to a close.